sometimes as I'm handing out the bulletin to people coming in, it's usually with our college-age kids, that I'll tease them and I'll hand them the bulletin and I'll say, there's a quiz later. Because they're so steeped into quizzes and exams and studying and everything, and they just kind of chuckle at me and humor me. Well, I have a quiz question for you. What is this year's theme?
God first.
Okay, it's not up there. Good. God is first. Okay, all right. Silly way to start out the offering message, but I thought I'd do that anyways. So, as we know, our theme this year is God is first. And the Word of God is riddled with many instructions and commands and principles of God is first. And God, to Israel, He gave them commands, but not just commands to do this or else, but to teach them principles of life. And let's go over to principles of living, principles of life, to live their lives by. And let's go over to Exodus 22 in verse 29 to learn another one of God's principles for our lives today, for all Christians. And here in verse 29 it says, "You shall not delay. You shall not delay to offer from the fullness of your harvest and from the outflow of your presses. The firstborn of your sons you shall give to me. You shall do the same with your oxen and with your sheep. 7 days it shall be with its mother. But on the 8th day you shall give it to me." And so here God's teaching the principle, not only commanding them, but teaching the principle. Don't delay in the things of God, in bringing Him honor, in bringing Him praise, in bringing Him glory and honor. Of course, this has to do with first fruits here. But the point is, don't delay. That's what He teaches us. God's first. And therefore, our habit, He's teaching, instilling us the principle, the habit, that God is first without delay. He's very cognizant that we're humans. And very cognizant we're creatures of habits. And so if we develop the habit of, I'll do it next. As my dad would say, tomorrow. And of course, tomorrow will not come. You better do it now or I'll spank you. So that's what I remember. But anyways, my dad was great. So, but he knows we're creatures of habits. So here's instilling that principle. Develop that habit. Do not delay. Do the things of God first. Let's take up the offering.